Hola amigos and welcome back. This is Andrew and Vic and we're bringing you to episode number 2 from Tin to Casa. We are really hoping that this project is a little bit better than what happened with Stuart, not so little. We bought a miniature sausage and it ended up being a standard 13 kilogram sausage. In today's episode we're going to show you how we installed the sound deadening, which makes such a huge difference, and how we started insulation of the floor. Today we're doing the sound deadening. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. We bought the ones that they're already cut. So we're just sticking it on the ceiling.
Have you done one?
And then on the sides.
It's already started.
And I don't know, people seem to have lots of fancy tools to do this, but I'm just doing it with a hand. And a fucking clip.
We've watched a lot of them and we've come to the conclusion that if it sticks on there, it's done its job. So we're happy. Gonna stick it in all the cavities that we've got. Our van's obviously not as big as one of the sort of sprinters that you stand up in, but just gonna stick it in all the little nooks and crannies, and then on the ceiling as well, as Victoria is doing at the moment.
From crib to casa. It's a low roof. It's exhausting. It's awful.
Just kneel down.
You kneel down.
Easy as 1, 2, 3. What do you think about the dodo mat then?
I think it's awesome. Like, honestly, you can really tell. You cannot hear that like background noise, like really annoying noise, like metally, like rattly. Is that a word?
Yeah, the tinny sound.
Yeah, no tinny sound.
We've literally just gone into, I guess, what you want to call the cavities. Roof, sides, and then the back here. Cowboy converters coming live from the van. Back in action.
Finally doing some work.
Me?
About time.
About time, yeah. About bloody time.
Also, yesterday was like 33 degrees in the UK.
Yeah, today's perfect.
And I'm not complaining, but today we have a little bit of clouds, which means it's
Makes
going
all the
to
difference.
be way nicer to work on the van. Battening, we'll have it down. So that's what we're doing today. We've mostly cut them. We have to measure proper wheel boxes that were already there, so we're going to reuse them. And we're just going to stick the battens to the floor, ideally, not using any drills, because we don't want to make any more holes in the van. Unfortunately, Cambridge seems to be a very windy place, so audio was a little bit crap. So we're just going to explain you what we were doing here. We were cutting the battens, the horizontal ones, and then we're going to cut some vertical ones. So then we're going to make like little squares so that we can lay the floor down properly. We really are the cowboy converters, because we don't even have proper tools. So see us cutting battens with just a handsaw, which, you know what, it worked out perfectly fine.
We've let Lefty loose on the saw.
Wow, it's super difficult.
It's not. You have to give it a couple of things to get it going. As in, just go backwards. You won't be able to go forwards to start with. Turn this off.
Why?
Because I'll come and show you.
No, I know how to do it, thank you very much.
Spanish fire kicking in.
Quite difficult to do it in a straight line. You can only go backwards.
No, you can't.
No?
Go on, you got this. Once the ridge is in, you can start to give it some welly, but go like you are on the angle you're at now, then go forward like that as well.
I can't go forward.
You need to go forward pointing down.
And that's why normal people...
This is a man's world.
Come on, back.
Yeah, that's it. Give it a bit of hacksaw action. This will get the views up. So you want to go on that angle.
Three years later.
women's jobs. Just think, if it pisses you off, ask yourself why.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm very impressed how people make everything look so easy.
Pretty.
So pretty, so easy.
Ah, you're nailing it.
Am I?
Like mustard on a hot dog. The battens are now measured out and cut.
Oh my god, Bibi, I think we've fucked this.
Why?
Because we're not gonna have enough Seca flakes. We're literally towards the end.
Are we?
Yep.
Or we can go and get some more.
Standard behaviour.
Oh, no, truth.
Right. Vale, we didn't measure. How are we meant to know it's straight, Andrew?
We just do that.
Don't press down yet. Can you
No.
not say it's completely on the piece?
So move your end.
Measuring tape. These are the little things that I wonder how people do. Obviously, people know it, but there's no explanation on YouTube. So we're gonna give you that.
We're gonna give you that.
So we now need to put the insulation there, which means the width from this ridge to the batten needs to be the same.
Yeah. How many?
Just a bit more than 12. And you see here there is 12, and there
A lot less.
a lot less, and there. So we need to do let's settle for 12.
No, because mine's already stuck.
No, it's not.
A little bit.
Come on, you can move it.
Yeah? Okay.
So here we were measuring to make sure there's the exact same distance from the ridge to the button, but we later found out that it's not as important, because if you're insulating with the foam boards like the Cellotex, you can then cut the board a little bit and make it fit to the gap that you have. So even if there's a few centimeters difference, it's no biggie.
Start pressing, my girl. Yeah, do you wanna put weight on it, and I'm gonna go see what I can find weight.
If I keep putting weight, it lifts, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna
Maybe that's why people screw it.
That's what I think we're gonna need to do, Andrew.
Screw it.
Yeah. When in doubt, ask advice to the experts. La Carmen, el Javi, tenemos una situación. Una pregunta.
All those books she made us buy, they came in with a purpose.
Awesome, but obviously we need way more here as well, otherwise this lifts.
Yeah, I'll go and get more.
Awesome, and that should be perfect actually.
Cookbooks, multi-use. There you go. These have got some weight behind them as well, buddy.
Awesome.
Get them on there.
Thing is, if we're gonna be using books,
No. Aggie.
we're gonna be needing quite
Up, Aggie. Stewie, come.
Do you know what I mean? Because this is all of our books. We're gonna take ages to do the battening if that's...
Yeah, but I think it's a good idea to just do one to start with to see if it works.
Yeah, that's probably true. Right, so our first not even big task. We thought this was quite a pretty straightforward task, but we're having a few issues, and hopefully we're gonna learn from it and we'll tell you what. But what we've seen people do is stick the buttons down rather than drill and make another hole on the bottom of the van. But of course they just don't stick because the ridges are uneven, so they're coming unstuck. So we don't have that many books. We do have a few, but not that many. So we can only do one button. So we're gonna go and do the insulation here to the
Cavities.
the cavities. How do you call it? Well, let me show you. Let me show you.
Yeah, as you can see, it comes thick and fast. Wow, it really is quite thick. We've been told, or we've seen, because again, we really don't know what we're doing, so we're just learning as we go, that when you're plugging it into the cavities, that you shouldn't try and push it in and squeeze it in, because it loses something like 50% of its actual value as far as an insulator goes. So we're just going to pat it in gently and see how we get on.
It is meant to be not the fiberglass one.
I don't think it is now.
It was fiberglass. We got itches everywhere, and even in places that we didn't know existed, and in places where you definitely don't want to be itching. So kids, check your things, don't trust your boyfriends, read your instructions, and be prepared and use your gloves. it a bit like fibery, no?
Well, it probably got something in it. I don't know.
Proud of us, PP.
Why?
Because I am. Because
Me
it's
too.
a big project.
Me too. I think it's pretty cool.
And we have no idea, and we're still, you know.
Getting on with it.
We're full of energy. I am full of energy. I've had 2 coffees. That's 4. 2.
Right, let's show you what you got to yesterday. Oh, looks a little bit messy, but as you can see, the books came in very handy. Hit a couple of roadblocks yesterday because we ran out of our Sikaflex, which is an adhesive, so we had to do a late run to the shop to get some more. But overnight we managed to get all the battens in, and now, as you can see here, we are getting the insulation in. So all in all, pretty pleased with what we got it done yesterday, and we're going to now do some more battens again. As you can see from the glue we've done, they ain't going anywhere. They're pretty sturdy, or certainly sturdy enough for what we need. So yeah, crack on with the insulation today.
This is our insulation boards. We've gone for Celotex, although this one is called Kingspan, but it's basically the same. And it's just so easy. It's very fiddly, and yeah, you just need to be careful with the measurements, and maybe then once you cut it, you might need to cut a little bit more off. But in general terms, it's just so easy. I'll show you the one that we've already done, which you've seen earlier. Just placing it in between, and then we will seal it with aluminium tape, which we'll show you later. And all in all, looking pretty good. Just so you know, we will link everything in the box below, but this is the aluminium tape that we're using, and it's just a random aluminium tape, so we've not gone for any brand in particular. And then we're gonna seal, because this will work as a vapor barrier as well, so we're gonna put that in between the Celotex and the battens, just to cover it all. Little monkey working.
Hello there.
Hello. Time out for me. This one. Say hi to everyone.
Little air freshener there, because it was a workman's van before and it smelt. So. Long couple of days.
Yep.
But positive couple of days. We started the weekend with no flooring in the van whatsoever.
No clue of how to do the flooring. Well, we don't have a flooring. But
Sorry, not the flooring, but the battens and the insulation ready to put the flooring on. And yeah, we managed to get that done and insulate with the rock wool. So pretty pleased with the results, and we will show you now. Show you where we got to yesterday. Van's locked. For now,
we can't even speak. We're so tired. Thanks everyone for watching till the end. Like, press the button, subscribe. It helps supporting our channel, and we will see you next week. Adios.